guys, welcome back. So today I'm finally getting around to filming a dedicated video all about homeschool. I've gotten so many questions and a lot of interest from you guys about this. I feel like every time I talk about homeschool it's boring, but I've actually gotten comments of you guys telling me that you actually want to know more. So I am going to share with you how I keep my records. I will also share my curriculum and a little bit more details on that. And then for the second half of the video, I will share with you my morning routine, how I get ready and prepared, and how our morning goes as a homeschool family. Before I get started, I just want to say that you need to follow your state's laws and guidelines. I live in the state of Georgia, so that's the laws that I follow. You can go to hslda.org and you can find your laws by state on there. It's really easy to operate. So I will put a link to that website down below and you can go and find what your specific laws are. I live in the state of Georgia. There's not a lot of things that have to be done, if that makes any sense. I have to fill out the Declaration of Intent yearly, but as far as curriculum, I'm free to choose as long as I have the 5 main subjects. I also recommend joining Facebook groups. I know for Georgia, I have learned a lot just joining Facebook groups and connecting with homeschool communities. Go on Facebook and type in your state and then homeschool group, and you should be able to find some kind of group for your state. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead now and talk about the curriculum that I use. So I use a free curriculum called Easy Peasy, and it's really nice. It's so easy to operate, and every time I say free, I feel like people may think that because it's free it's not as good as the rest. No, it is a really good curriculum. I can't speak for other curriculums, but I can speak for Easy Peasy. Also, I want to say that I am not an expert, by the way. We are about 3 months into this homeschooling journey, so I'm kind of learning as I go. So I'm not an expert. I'm just sharing with you what I know and what is working for me right now. I have a 4th grader and I also have a kindergartner. Easy Peasy curriculum, I love it because it's already outlined. Everything is already broken down. So all your child needs to do is sign in and go to their lesson for that day. It's already laid out for them what they need to do. I also want to say that Easy Peasy is part of the top 100 recommended by Kathy Duffy. So just do your research on it. We love the curriculum and so far it seems to be working pretty well for us. But that's another thing with homeschool. You know, if you try it and you find that you don't like it, then you can always change. You can change your curriculum. It's not anything permanent. For my kindergartner, I keep it pretty light. We just do his daily writing. Every day he has a different letter. You can purchase the Easy Peasy workbooks, but you don't have to. You can print them out daily, but because I was going to be printing daily and I was going to be using up my ink anyways, the books are really inexpensive. I just went ahead and purchased the books so that we could do school in the car if we wanted to, or if we're not home and we don't have access to a printer or the printer messes up. I really just wanted to have the books on hand. I also got the Learn to Read with Easy Peasy. And then I'll also pull some other worksheets to supplement. Where did that book go? Oh, I found this kindergarten workbook. I think you can get them at Walmart. I've also seen them at Ollie's. Pretty much every day I'll pull 2 or 3 worksheets out of here to go with his reading and writing. And I also keep puzzles on hand. I also have him a subscription to Hooked on Phonics, and I make him do that at least 30 minutes every day. So if I'm needing to have more one-on-one time with my oldest, I can have him busy on Hooked on Phonics. It pretty much walks him through step by step, and I don't really have to help him with that at all. Like I said, we keep it pretty light for him. There's a lot of hands-on stuff because he is in kindergarten. He can't sit there at the table for as long as my 4th grader can, so I really need to keep him busy with other things. For my 4th grader, I bought all of his subject workbooks as well, just because, like I said, I wanted to have those on hand in case we one day didn't have access to the printer. So let's talk about record keeping real quick. Again, this is going to depend on your state's laws and what is required. Of course, when they start doing testing in the state of Georgia, it has to be every 3rd year after the 3rd grade. So in the 6th grade, they'll start testing, and then every 3 years they'll test. you would keep stuff like that, and then every year you have to do like a yearly summary of how they progressed through the year. So I haven't done that part yet. We'll see how that goes when I get there. I'm not sure how it needs to be done, but I'm learning as I go here. So I will have to do that, and then keep that on hand as well. You don't actually turn it into anyone, you just keep it, and then if it's ever asked for, you have it. Go ahead and tell you like what I keep in my planner. So this is the Homeschool Mama planner. I got it from Amazon. It has all kind of things in here for homeschool. You've got attendance tracker. Again, for the state of Georgia, you don't really have to keep up with attendance. You are required to complete so many days of school. Raisin here playing. You are required to complete so many days of school, and then you have 4.5 hours a day of instruction time. So what I like to do is I keep up with their attendance. Again, that doesn't have to be turned into anyone, but if they were to ever ask for it, I have a record. And also what I like to do, and this is like more for me to keep up with what subjects we do and when, because we don't do all 5 subjects in one day. I'll break them up. We'll do like 2 and 3 subjects on one day, and then the next day we'll do whatever subjects we didn't get to the day before, and we just keep alternating. That way I feel like we can spend more time on each subject. I'm showing you the month of November. We are in December now, but I'm showing you November so you can get a better visual of what I do. So I will go through each day, and I will write what each child did, what subjects they did, and anything else I want to make a note of. And I'll also write at the top of the day what school day number it is, so day 51, and that just helps me keep track of what school day we are on and how many days we've completed. That's what I keep in my planner, and I will hold on to this forever. This is my records that we have been doing school. And another thing that I do, again, it's not required, this is more so something I do, and I think it'll be something that'll help me at the end of the year when I do their summary. I have a folder for each one. I have one for Kai, and then I have one for Kane, my kindergartner, and right now I just have it in pocket folders, but I would like to do an accordion file and categorize it by subject a little bit better. On this side I have, you know, work that needs to be completed still, but on this side I have all of their work that has been completed, and I plan to keep every shred of work that they do, and I will organize it a little bit better into maybe an accordion file or something, but for now I just have it in pocket folders. The same for Kane. He has work in the front he needs to complete, and then work in the back that's already been completed, and I'll hold on to that. That's really all I do for record keeping. Again, follow your state's laws and guidelines. But anyways, let's go ahead now and I will show you our morning routine, how I kind of get myself ready for the day and prepared, and how our morning goes as a homeschool family. So I like to get up about an hour before my kids do, with the exception of my toddler. She's usually the first one up before any of us, and this doesn't always happen, but it's something that I want to do more of, and it just makes my day go so much smoother if I get a head start, because it allows me to wake up and not have to jump straight in with the chaos of the day. So I'll usually start with coffee, that's a must, and then I will turn on the TV with a favorite show. This is always a good way to talk yourself into getting out of bed earlier. Make that time for something that you enjoy doing, and that's an incentive to get out of bed. So while I'm enjoying some TV and my coffee, I will also look over my planner and emails real quick. I don't typically answer any emails until later in the day unless it's urgent, so I'll just look through briefly and make sure there's nothing like super important that I need to get to. And I'll also do some light work. I don't get into anything heavy like editing, because usually once I start that, I don't want to stop until I'm done, so I avoid that until later in the day when I have more time.
Make our love a story that would never end. Never thought I'd feel so alive, looking in your eyes. I just wanna love you till the day I die. Oh, oh, I just wanna love you right.
I'm just making my toddler's breakfast. I always keep pancakes in the freezer. I just make them ahead and store them into a gallon bag and they pop apart really easy, but she's just having some of those this morning with some grapes. I like to keep easy and quick things like this. The boys like cereal and Pop-Tarts as well. Sometimes we do frozen biscuits and sausage. The mornings are really just all about survival for me, so keeping quick things like this that they can help themselves to makes everything go much smoother. We always ease into the day very slowly. We don't wake up and get right to school. We're not that 8 a.m. sharp family. I allow my kids to enjoy some device time while they wake up and have their breakfast. I don't like to wake up and get right to work, so I know they don't either. So we take our time, and plus it's better if we can wait until my toddler goes down for a nap. That gives us a pretty good chunk of time to do school while she sleeps. And if she's still up when we start, then she does like to color, so I'll put her in her chair, give her some paper and crayons, and she'll sit like that for a little while. So because I share sleeping space with my kids, I have to wait until everyone's up before I can get ready for the day. I keep all of my makeup and my clothes in my room. I probably could lay my clothes out in the bathroom the night before and get ready before they got up, but I like lounging in my PJs as long as possible. And plus, I enjoy doing my makeup here at my desk. It's more of a relaxing thing for me, being able to sit and just take my time. One of you had asked me the other day how I get ready with my kids, and this is how I do it. I use electronics to my benefit. Even my 2-year-old, she got a tablet recently, and usually she'll sit and watch it while I do what I need to do. I know some are against electronics and screen time, but we use them around here. Sometimes it's the only way that I can survive. So my tip here is not to be afraid of screen time. It can be very helpful and work to your benefit and theirs. There's a lot of educational things as well, like ABC Mouse, Hooked on Phonics, Reading Eggs, stuff like that. So if you don't want them just watching cartoons, then let them play something educational and use it to your benefit.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we
When I'm picking out what to wear, I usually go for leggings and comfort and my cozy house slippers that I need to buy more of because these are falling apart and have paint all over the bottom from renovations that I did earlier in the year, but they are very much loved and you can tell it. And dry shampoo because I don't wash my hair every day, and I'll also go in with some dry conditioner spray to smooth it out if it's a little frizzy.
we don't need no more. Even in the hard times.
So I usually try to make my bed every day. It really sets the tone for my day. This is something that doesn't always happen, but I got to it on this morning, so I figured I would throw this clip in there to motivate you, but just know that if it doesn't happen, it's perfectly fine. I just know that it makes me feel better if it's done.
No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
Alright, so it is officially school time, so I am pulling the books that we need for the day. I usually look through the lessons and see if there are any worksheets that need to be pulled. Like I was telling you guys earlier, you can see how the subjects are laid out, and you just click on the lesson. Today was history and biology for Kai, so I'm getting his worksheets out and I will put those into his folder. It really helps if I can take a couple of minutes to do this the day before, but that doesn't always happen. And while I was doing this, the kids were brushing their teeth and getting dressed.
trying to make this darkness go away. I'll paint with colors and I'll sing until my lungs give out. I'm gonna let the sun shine in today, and I will leave my windows open so that I can hear the sound of people talking and the wind blowing in the trees.
Once the kids complete their work for the day, I will put it into the back of their folders, and then I'll go in my planner and I'll check off the attendance and make my daily notes.
Spread my wings so I can fly. Oh, and the darkness starts to fade. Feels like things are gonna go my way. I'm gonna let the sun shine in the day. I'm gonna let the past be filled with smoke.
On this day, I needed to make a library run after school. I needed to return some books and also grab some new ones. I like to read to Kane daily if I can, so I like to rotate those, and plus it's free, so I'm changing those out and rechecking the current book that Kai is on. But I really hope that you found this video helpful if you're wanting to homeschool. I've gotten a lot of interest surrounding this topic, so I wanted to make a dedicated video on it and cover as much as possible. I'm still new at this myself, so I'm sure I'll have some more to share as I learn. But thank you all for watching. Remember your butterfly, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.